is Chronicle on WCVB Channel 5.
Coming up, for decades of making matches.
People want to find love, and as long as I'm on this earth, I'm going to continue to bring people together and change people's lives.
Dating apps aren't for everyone, but one local matchmaking service has spent 40 years making in-person love connections.
The search for a significant other can be daunting. Just ask Ron Grosso.
Bumble, Hinge, Match, speed dating, but it just seemed to end, less than satisfactory.
And Heather Murphy had reservations about online dating.
I didn't want to have to swipe, spend hours or days being caught up in the whole process of it.
But thankfully, the two found each other.
So we had such a great time that we closed the restaurant. We both just didn't want the date to end.
Murphy and Grosso have been dating since 2020. They met through LunchDates, a Boston-based professional in-person matchmaking service celebrating 40 years in the love business.
40 years ago, LunchDates, people used to take a lunch, right? And especially after a pandemic, nobody's taking a lunch. So we've evolved.
Jill Van Door is an executive matchmaker. She says for the process to work, participants need to lean in, trust the process, and believe in love.
It is an industry that is time-tested, and people want to find love, and as long as I'm on this earth, I'm going to continue to bring people together and change people's lives.
While online dating works for some, Van Door says LunchDates makes the process more personal.
All of my matches are done by hand, and people always ask, what makes you so good at what you do? And I explain that it comes from the gut. I'm talking with somebody, getting to know them, just their energy, finding out what clicks for them, what's worked, what hasn't.
The match with Murphy and Grosso was a home run.
They set everything up and you just show up. And I thought that was just a really easy way of going about it.
My feeling in that first date was there's something special here. And was very anxious to see it through, to see where the adventure would take us.
And that adventure has taken them all over the world.
People are constantly coming up to us. How did you meet? How did you meet? How did you meet? We always tell them and give the number and hope they can connect like we did.
And Jill Van Door says there are various price points for matchmaking services, depending a bit on how involved you want the matchmaker to be.